or threatened death, serious injury, or sexual violence in one or more of the following ways. 1. Directly experiencing the traumatic events. 2. Witnessing in person the events as it occurred to others. 3. Learning that the events occurred to a close family member or close friend. In cases of actual or threatened death of a family member or friend, the events must have been violent or accidental. 4. Experiencing repeated or extreme exposure to aversive details of the traumatic events, e.g., first responders collecting body remains, Jesus Christ, police officers repeatedly exposed to details of child abuse. Note: criterion A4 does not apply to exposure through electronic media, television, movies, or pictures, unless this exposure is work-related. B. Presence of one or more of the following intrusion symptoms associated with the traumatic events, beginning after the traumatic events occurred. 1. Recurrent, involuntary, and intrusive distressing memories of the traumatic events. Note: children older than 6 years. Repetitive play may occur in which themes or aspects of the traumatic events are expressed. 2. Recurrent distressing dreams in which the content and or effect of the dream are related to traumatic events. Note: in children there may be frightening dreams without recognizable content. 3. Dissociative reactions, e.g., flashbacks, in which the individual feels or acts as if the traumatic events were reoccurring. Such reactions may occur on a continuum, with the most extreme expression being a complete loss of awareness of present surroundings. Note: in children, post-traumatic reenactment, it's a long word, may occur in play. 4. Intense or prolonged psychological distress at exposure to internal or external cues that symbolize or resemble an aspect of the traumatic events. 5. Marked physiological reactions to internal or external cues that symbolize or resemble an aspect of the traumatic events. C. Persistent avoidance of stimuli associated with the traumatic events, beginning after the traumatic events occurred, as evidenced by one or both of the following. 1. Avoidance of or efforts to avoid distressing memories, thoughts, or feelings about or closely associated with the traumatic events. 2. Avoidance of or effects to avoid external reminders, people, places, conversations, activities, objects, situations that arouse distressing memories, thoughts, or feelings about or closely associated with the traumatic events. D. Negative alterations in cognitions and mood associated with the traumatic events, beginning or worsening after the traumatic events occurred, as evidenced by 2 or more of the following. 1. Inability to remember exaggerated negative beliefs or expectations about oneself, others, or the world, e.g., I am bad, no one can be trusted, the world is completely dangerous, my whole nervous system is permanently ruined. But like facts though, okay. 3. Persistent, distorted cognitions about the cause or consequences of traumatic events that lead the individual to blame himself, herself, or others. Persistent negative emotional state, e.g., fear, horror, anger, guilt, or shame. Markedly diminished interest or participation in significant activities. 6. Feelings of detachment or estrangement from others. 7. Persistent inability to experience positive emotions, e.g., inability to experience happiness, satisfaction, or loving feelings. E. Marked alterations in arousal and reactivity associated with the traumatic events, beginning or worsening after the traumatic events occurred, as evidenced by 2 or more of the following: irritable behavior and angry outbursts with little or no provocation, typically expressed as verbal or physical aggression towards people or objects, reckless or destructive behavior, hypervigilance, exaggerated startle response, problems with concentration, sleep disturbance, difficulty falling or staying asleep or restless sleep. F. Duration of the disturbance. Criteria B, C, D, and E is more than 1 month. G. The disturbance causing clinically significant distress or impairment in social, occupational, or other important areas of functioning. H. The disturbance is not attributable to the physiological effects of a substance, e.g., medication, alcohol, or other medical condition. Specify whether, with dissociative symptoms, the individual's symptoms meet the criteria for post-traumatic stress disorder, and in addition, in response to the stressor, the individual experiences persistent or recurrent symptoms of either of the following. 1. Depersonalization. Persistent or recurrent experiences of feeling detached from, and as if one were an outside observer of one's mental processes or body, e.g., feeling as though they were in a dream, feeling a sense of unreality of self or body, of time, moving slowly. Feeling a sense of unreality of self or body, or of time, moving slowly, because like facts though. 2. Derealization. Persistent or recurrent experiences of unreality or surroundings, e.g., the world around the individual is experienced as unreal, dreamlike, distant, or distorted. Because, is the world even real though? Am I even real? Are you real? I am a character in a book. I am an ancient myth. I am a story. The world is a book that could be closed, shut, at any moment. Note: use this subtype. The dissociative symptoms must not be attributable to the physiological effects of substance, blackouts, behavior during alcohol intoxication, or another medical condition, e.g., complex partial seizures, Yo, 'cause like, I have that too. Bruh, I'm like, damn, I got it coming from all directions. Specify if delayed expression, if the full diagnostic criteria are not met until at least 6 months after the traumatic event. Although the onset of although the onset and expression of some symptoms may be immediate. And that has been the diagnostic criteria for post-traumatic stress disorder. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you next time on Murder Glens ASMR. I hope you have a good day, and be kind to yourself, and make sure you brush your teeth and put on clean underwear because you deserve to have nice things. Okay, bye.